You did receive the Zoom link at 6:15.
Yeah, I got.
What's up, Crystal? Hey, Sarah. Hey, Kira.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. Yeah, right. So I got wait a few more minutes. We have on here.
We got two Zoom links going on,
everybody.
so we had to do two.
I don't get any videos, guys. Everyone's going black. There we go. Oh,
what's up, Rick? What's up,
Oh,
Monica?
it's nice seeing you with the hair down.
Let me
Barely
clean
recognize
this.
you. No mask too. Love it.
There we go.
Who else wants
So
to give
who's
me a
on this one?
face?
So we accidentally sent out 2 emails with 2 different Zoom links, and so
What a
So we have
great little
we'll
shot
make it
there.
work.
Brianna.
Okay.
I love it. So professional. Rachel in the mountains. Is that Peru?
Yeah, it's Machu Picchu.
Oh, sick. What a sick
Nice.
shot with the clouds. Wow, very cool.
Sarah B. Which Sarah is that?
Sarah is it. Sarah B. Beam? Beam. You know Sarah Beam?
Bean. I don't know Sarah B. Sarah, wait, Sarah, you took a class with me, didn't you? Did you take a class online? Okay. Rick, you look like you've got your audition background on. You're like, perfect background to complement my hair. Looks good, looks good.
Okay, can everyone hear me? Can I get a thumbs up? Or yes, Rick can hear me. Oh, cool. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, thank you. No one can see me though.
Do you want them closer to you?
There. I can't really see this though.
Maybe you need a higher seat.
It's just
Oh, the reflection.
you can listen to me. The PowerPoint will go out in an email, so you guys will have it, just in case you can't see it. Okay, we're just gonna give everyone 1 or 2 more minutes. Thank you. Did everyone get a snack that's here? You got popcorn, little bars.
Try these bagel, bagel chips.
They're really good.
Haven't had them.
All right, we are gonna go ahead and get started. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining in person and virtually. Thank you, thank you. Who's excited? Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so you guys are here, of course, for Challenge 35 orientation. This is just a session to make sure you guys know exactly what you need to do to prepare for the challenge and what you're going to be doing during the challenge. So let's go ahead and get started. Can I get a raise of hands who has done the challenge before? Okay, anyone here? Anyone here? Sarah, I see you. Rick, I see you. Monica, love it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wow, this is a lot. I've got people, I've got 2 Zooms going. This is great. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and get started. So tonight we are going to start with introductions, who I am, who other people on the team are. Then we're going to go into the apps and stuff that we utilize, what the challenge is, and of course, other little fun tidbits like sticker boards that we're going to be doing, and then requirements for you to get started for the challenge. And at the end, please hold your questions during the presentation. At the end, we'll have open mic, ask as many questions, make comments, make funny noises, whatever you want to do. So first of all, hi guys, I am Coach Kate. I'm a trainer at Culver City and I am your challenge leader. So basically anything challenge related comes to me. You can email me, hit me up in the Culver City studio. You can find me at Lifestyle by Kate on Instagram. Anything challenge related comes to me and I am happy to answer the questions or find an answer for you. Secondly, we have our nutritionist Gabby in the house. Do you want to say anything?
I guess we'll get a prayer.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, for sure. Gabby is our lovely nutritionist. Basically, all things food and body and happiness is our lovely Gabby. Moving on, I don't see our challenge winners here from Challenge 34, but shout out to Nassar and Lizette who freaking crushed it last time. Yes, they were our female and male transformation winners, and they were both working really, really hard and got the results that they wanted in those 6 weeks that they did the challenge. So it does work as long as you are focused and you have a goal in mind. All right, so what is the challenge? Basically, the challenge is a lifestyle habit change kind of refresh. We're going into these 8 weeks. We want to pick a goal. We want to stick to that goal. And we want to find ways to make sure, find ways to achieve that goal. It is trainer support. It is accountability. It is a way for you guys just to get refocused and really find your why as to why you work out, eat well, and really determine how you want to change your life and live your life moving forward. Our challenge for this one starts on January 31st. So you guys have about a week and a half, and it goes 8 weeks this time. The 8-week challenge is back. The last couple of challenges have only been 6 weeks long. So it'll go all the way through March 26th, and then we'll have a few weeks off before our next sprint happens and our next challenge again. So we've got a bunch going on this year. So setting your own goal is the key. A lot of people are like, I want to lose weight. I'm like, well, how do you want to lose weight? What's your goal? Do you want to build muscle, lose fat? Make a choice in a direction that you want to go. And I also try and have people not really focus on the scale and focus on how you feel and the what's going on inside of your body. Some example goals that we can kind of go over are, I want to gain 5 pounds of muscle. I want to lose 2.5% of fat. I want to be able to sleep for 7 hours a night. I want to get more energy. I don't want to drink as much coffee as I want to right now. It can vary, and I want you guys to pick a goal and stick with it. The key thing about choosing a goal is that it has to be smart. So it has to be specific. It has to be realistic. You can't say, I want to lose 50 pounds in 3 weeks, because one, that's a little unhealthy. And two, you're not going to be satisfied with your results at the end, because it is very difficult to lose that amount of weight in that amount of time. It has to be achievable. Same thing goes there. Realistic, oh, I said that. Measurable and timely. So measurable, say how much weight you want to lose. And then timely, say in how much amount of time. So if you want to sleep 7 hours a night, you want to say, I want to sleep 7 hours by 5 weeks into the challenge. Set yourself a goal so that those last 3 weeks of the challenge, you are sleeping 7 hours a night. You can say that you achieved your goal at the end of it. All right, moving on. Apps that we use in the challenge. First of all, Magic Mountain. This is our key point of communication within the challenge. This is where you will have communication with your captain. This is where you will have communication with your teammates, because we are going to be broken up into teams this time. We really find that teams makes it a little bit more fun, a little bit more challenging, and you guys get to compete with your community around you. Magic Mountain is basically an app where you can log your workouts, where you can communicate with your teammates, talk about the food that you're eating, talk about your goals, talk about habits that you're looking to change even outside of your goals. And it's I really enjoy it. You get to see like your little avatar person climb a virtual mountain in the actual app. So this is like our key point of contact within the app. And it also connects to your wearables. So if you have an Apple Watch or a Fitbit or something, you can connect to the app, so it'll just automatically upload your workouts. I'm sorry, oh, you can't see it. Yay, dark pictures. Okay. So this is what the Magic Mountain app looks like. So you'll see up here on the left, this is where your challenges will be. So if you're a part of my team this time around, we're going to be called the Yellow Jackets because we sting like a bee. Thank you. A little laughs, appreciate it. So when you open your app and you enter your code to join the team, this is what your first page will look like, and you just click on your team and hop on in. The second image here is your log activity screen. So basically you say what kind of workout you did, how long, how hard it was, how many calories. You can upload a sweaty photo. You can upload a picture of your line heart results. And you can kind of go back and forth with your teammates and be like, wow, you crushed it. We had one member, Richie Barba, last challenge, who does martial arts, and he would log like 1,000 calories at once because it was such a rigorous workout, and everyone would be like, whoa, look at you. And it was a lot of fun just to like have that back and forth with your teammates. The third screen here is the habit tracker. You can create 3 habits within the app, and you can just check off the days that you hit those goals. I do drink at least 3/4 gallon of water every single day. I want to hit 130 grams of protein every single day. And what I struggle with the most, 8 hours of sleep. So those, you can just check them off. It's a great way to keep yourself accountable and have a visual of looking at your habits and being able to check them off, because it's always a lot of fun. Like when you have a to-do list and you scratch it off and you're like, yes. And then lastly is our chat screen. So if you're in multiple challenges or things like that, you just have all your chats there. You can just click on your chat and it'll take you directly to communicate with your team members. That is Magic Mountain. And then moving in, almost forgot. In our Magic Mountain app, we have weekly challenges. So we will climb a mountain every single week, and you will have specific things that you can do to climb that mountain. So first of all, First weekend, anything goes. You can log any type of workout that you do, whether it be in studio, yoga, Pilates, martial arts, like anything, you can log everything to climb that mountain. And then as we move through the weeks, it will change. So week 2, with training with a teammate in the studio, you get to add 50 extra points to your workout calories. Week 3, if you hit your daily habit, you get to add 50 points to the day. So you could have upwards of whatever 50 times 7 is each week if you hit one habit every single day. And then week 4, we're going to go into F45 sessions only. So instead of being able to log every single workout that you do, it will be just the F45 sessions that you come in and do. And this way we can kind of compete studio to studio. There's no walks outside of everything. It's actually a lot of fun. And then week 5 is a new challenge that we're doing this time around. It is anything goes plus protect your captain. So this week, once you go on hard, we want you fighting to protect your captain, because the bottom 2 teams, your members will be able to decide what your captain has to do, whether it's 100 burpees, whether it's eating a whole pie. It's hi, captains. So this is the bottom 2 teams on the leaderboard that week. Captain's got to do something crazy. Week 6, anything goes plus 50 extra points for every 10 minutes of recovery. We really want to encourage you guys to recover your body, protect your body and your mind. So if you meditate, if you do rolling, if you go to a cryo session, yoga is considered recovery. For each 10 minutes, add 50 calories. Going to the Zen Den, that is recovery. Yes, get those boots on. Yeah. And then our last 2 weeks, we're going to sprint. So anything goes plus 50 extra points for those habits. We really want you guys to key in on those daily habits, the changes that you're making throughout this challenge. And it'll be a 14-day, like just gung-ho run for it, ending the challenge. All right, next is our F45 Challenge App. This is the app that F45 created specifically for the challenge, and it has a lot of different items that you can utilize within the app. It's free to access for members. All you have to do is log in using your MindBody account password and username. So I'm going to go through all of the tabs a bit. So first of all, we have the train tab. This is a really awesome tab. If you aren't able to make it into the studio, you can work out from home. There are recovery sessions on there. And there's also F45 live programming. It's a really, really great tool. A lot of the classes that we have in studio, you can find online, and they will be weightless. So it's all body weight, things like that. So you are able to do them at home. Our Eat tab. So this is a really important tab if you are looking to focus on changing what you're eating and how you're eating. So we have daily meal plans that come into play here. You can see shopping lists here. There's a recipe library that's customized to your diet. So if you're vegan, vegetarian, or as they call mainstream, which is just basically the meat eaters, plan, that's all in there. And this is also where you can order meals. We work with Trifecta, who gives us discounts on pre-made meals. They ship them to you, which is really great. So I'm going to move into Gabby. Gabby, as I said, is our nutritionist. She has a nutrition package that we do with us. Is $250 for the challenge. Basically, you get consultations with her weekly, and you get 3 in-body scans as well within that package. So you can scan before, you can scan in the middle of the challenge, and you can scan after the challenge. And it's basically great guidance. I used Gabby last year, and I gained a crap ton of muscle, and it was really, really great. And I learned a lot from her. Yeah, did you want to say anything? Come take the podium.
And by the way, Kate FaceTimed me from the desert somewhere. The first time I ever met Kate, I was like, where are you? She's like by a campfire in like Zion. And I was like,
Accurate.
by herself. I was just like, wow, you're impressive.
Thank you.
So yes, the nutrition package is a great offering. It's for all 45 days. We do, or what I do recommend is you get your scan done before the day of the challenge. So then we can talk, we can set some ground rules and some ideas of where you need to be, where you can be. And then we continue right up until the end. There's lots of hand holding, which is what I like to refer the nutrition package as, is like, I'm here for you. If you've got a million questions, you got to text me. You don't know whether to choose one bread versus the other, or, you know, do I go with this meat or that meat, or do I eat fish? Do I do this? I'm here for you. Because sometimes some of the most basic questions are, you're embarrassed to ask, you don't want to, and that's what I'm here for. So you don't have to feel embarrassed about anything. This is what I do. So the idea is to help you set your goals. I am with Kate on goal setting is really important, right? Whether you have one goal or you have up to 3 goals, I wouldn't set too much more than that. When you guys are doing these things, just because you want them to be achievable, which goes back to the SMART goals, right? So pick 3 goals maximum that you guys can stick to. And when you're doing your nutrition package, those are things that we really kind of figure out week by week, whether or not they are achievable. And if they're not, how can we make them as close to your desires as possible? Or can we reset some goals and make them more practical for you? So it's a fantastic value. I have taken a lot of people through the challenge, a few winners, and they've just found that they've been able to take what they've learned during our time and move forward with that, because it is, I can't harp enough, this is about a lifestyle change. This is about a journey. We're not sprinting. It's not 45 days of only doing it for the 45 days. It's about doing it for the long run. So that's what we're also setting during that nutritional package, is how can we help you grow, give you more knowledge, so then you can take it for the next week, the week after that. So if anybody is interested, Kate has my email. You can reach out to Kate, or you can reach out to me, or Culver City. We're all in connection with one another, and we'll get you started right away. But should I talk about body scans really quick while I'm up here?
Yeah, it might be the next slide.
The next one, do I
Maybe not.
arrow?
Yeah. Nope. Oh, you can skip that one too. Nope. You can come back up for body scans. I think it's at the end. Yeah, it's definitely at the end.
Okay,
There we go.
well, you guys will come back to all the other fun slides.
Go.
That way I can sit down and watch. Okay, so the body scans, you guys, these are really, really important things to get done. They are also a lot of fun. I get extreme joy out of getting my body scans done. So I hope you guys also start to look at it from a different perspective, other than like, I don't want to see my body scan, to actually like, okay, what is it? Because it's all about the science, right? We're talking about a lifestyle change. We're also talking about science, because this is what our body has to do with. So we're going to look at the top numbers, compare them to the bottom numbers. How are we growing? Is it water, fat, muscle? Are we gaining? Are we losing? And these scans are going to help us understand week to week whether or not we are putting SMART goals into play here, right? So are our goals achievable? And our body scans will help us to understand whether or not they are achievable. So by that mid-challenge scan, which I can't express enough how important that mid-challenge scan is, it holds you accountable for whether or not your goals are achievable. So make sure that you guys set your appointments now, participating in the challenge. Set your appointment for your first scan, which should be within that week before the challenge starts.
Next week.
So starting literally from Monday on, and then schedule your mid-challenge scan. Just do it, right? Put it in your calendar, have it marked, get it done, and then your end of challenge scan. Just get them done right away with whoever's on, and you guys will be all set to go. But in addition, those challenge scans, you guys can also reach out to me and we can talk about them. So it's an opportunity for you guys to learn a little bit about what the numbers mean. So usually on our first talk, if whoever gave you the scan didn't have the ability to give you information about the scan, I can do that via Zoom or FaceTime or just a general phone call, and run you guys through what everything means. And then by that mid-challenge scan, you guys will actually have a better understanding of what to look for, and you might actually have some more goal-specific questions for me. All right, so like I said, check out the nutritional package. It's worth it. We have some people that have done it, loved it, do it again. I've had a few reoccurring clients, members, and yeah, feel free to ask any questions if you have them. So
Cool. Thanks, Gabby.
thank you.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Next part of the app is your track part of the app. This is similar to what we're doing in Magic Mountain. So you can choose to not utilize this portion of the app, or you can have it in both places. This is a really great way to keep yourself accountable. You can track what you're eating, what you're burning, and how much you're sleeping, how much water you're drinking, all of that within this section of the app. You can input your goals and your stats, like your body scan stats, or if you don't have access to a body scan machine, body measurements, you can put all of that in there as well. The really cool thing about this track portion is the Bmr Calculator. So it takes everything that you input and it calculates your BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate. And this is basically if you got up out of bed and you just sat on the couch, this is how many calories your body is burning just to survive. Brain function, pumping your blood, like everything within your body if you're not moving at all. So basically, you can take this number and it can be flexible. And if you aren't working with Gabby or you're not very familiar with nutrition plans, things like that, just make sure that you're adding calories to that number if you are working out, because you need to fuel your body if you are working out. You can't just eat 1,400 calories a day and then burn 500 at the gym and then you're just like dying. Like your energy is just going to be super, super low and you're not refueling your body. Your muscles aren't able to recover, things like that. So adding approximately 500 calories to your plan every single day that you work out is imperative. Oh, this is also on your body scan report. It's on that in the top right corner. So if you have questions, you can always talk to a coach. You can talk to Gabby about that number as well. The last tab in the F45 Challenge app is the Learn tab. This is a really great resource if you want to learn about nutrition, wellness, health, fitness. Basically, they have articles about everything in there, and so you can just like hop in there and read a bunch of different things. It's really, really useful. Okay, so we're kind of getting into how to prepare for the challenge. We will be doing pre and post challenge check-in forms, and this is where if you don't have access to a body scan machine, you can input your measurements just so that we have them on file if you want to be eligible for prizes. This is also a place to set your goals, have your goals in writing so that you can look back at it later and that we can keep you accountable as coaches and team captains as well. And the first one will go out next week in the recap email of this orientation. So don't worry, it'll be easy access as long as you are signed up for the newsletter. Last fun little tidbit, we are going to be doing sticker boards this time around. So if you work out in studio, you will see these up on the wall in your studio. It will have the color of your sticker board will be the color of your team, so it's going to be easy to find. You'll write your name on these boards, and each time you come into the gym, you're just going to put a little sticker on it. It helps keep you accountable, helps kind of compete with your other teammates, as well as the other teams. And who doesn't like a good incentive board? Also, their stickers have smiley faces, so yay. But just an example, these are what the boards look like. break. So you'll see these around the studio. So they're laminated. So we're just going to use some like dry erase markers. You're just going to write your name on the side, and we'll have the weeks across here, and you just add a sticker each time you come in. And if you notice someone isn't coming in very often to the studio, maybe reach out to them, chat with them, see what's going on. Maybe they're traveling, or maybe they just aren't feeling motivated to come in. Maybe you can be helpful to your teammate and see if they just need a little bit encouragement. So it's going to be a really cool new tool that we're utilizing in studio. So our to-do list before the challenge happens. If you're not already an F45 member, let's get that done. We have Challenge 35 specific memberships if you just want to sign up for Challenge 35. But if you are already a member with any of the studios, it's free for members, so you can just hop on in. Second would be signing up for the challenge newsletter. This is how we know that you are participating in the challenge. This is how you get on a team. If you do not sign up for the newsletter, I will not know that you are participating in this challenge, so you will not be added into a Magic Mountain team. If you don't know how to sign up, ask a coach. We will provide you with a link. This will also go out in the recap email for all of this. It's in all of the Instagram bios for your studio. So it's everywhere and anywhere, but ask if you are a little lost. Thirdly, download the Magic Mountain app. I cannot say this enough. This is very important. This is where we communicate. This is where we send information. This is where you guys are able to party with your team. It's super, super important.
I have a question about that. What's
Yeah.
the code to join?
The codes will be set next week. Yeah. Once we have everyone signed up, I will be creating teams, and then codes will go out via email to those teams so that they can hop on in. As I said before, the pre-challenge check form, that's step 4. Make sure that you complete that before the challenge starts, so you guys can have your goals in place and be ready to go. And then, as Gabby was talking about earlier, get your in-body scans done before the challenge. However, you have through the first week of the challenge to submit them to me to be eligible for prizes. We are not requiring photos. You do not have to take pictures of yourself and send them to me any longer. We are just requiring the body scans so we can see physical numbers, as well as kind of comparing your pre and post challenge check-in forms to see who are our winners. Oh, they are $30 each. So we recommend buying like a package of 3 so that you guys can have them just ready to go for before, during, and after the challenge. All right, thank you guys. If you guys have any, thanks, Yaya. If you guys have any questions, please unmute or ask away. Yes.
The circuit board,
Yes.
is it every time you come into the studio to work out, or is it every workout?
Every time you come into the studio to work out. Yes. Anybody else? Yaya. How recent? So you did one today? Oh, today is the 19th? Last week? I would prefer that you did one closer to the start of the challenge, just because you may have changed. Yeah, it starts on the 31st, so it's like a week and a half. Only because only because there may have been some changes in those last 2 weeks. Yes.
When it comes to Magic Mountain and tracking our like workouts, hours, saying only our watches, only our line because they come back to me. So
Yeah.
I know for the first challenge, like one team was using heart rate monitors, other team was using watches, so it was like
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's always the first guy.
So Jess asked when we're logging workouts, should we use our like watches or our Lionheart bands, different things like that, because last time we had some people who didn't have Lionhearts, they were just utilizing their watches, different things like that. So if you have a Lionheart, log your Lionheart calories. Your Lionheart includes your afterburn calories throughout the day, so it's a really full effect of what your workout did for you that day. If you do not have a Lionheart, I suggest you get one first of all. We do have a discount for challenge participants. If you do not have a Lionheart, you don't plan to get a Lionheart at all, and you do have a wearable like an Apple Watch or Fitbit, you will use that workout information to log your workouts, basically. Cool. Thanks, Jess. Now,
My question was, how do we get to choose our team?
she asked, how do you get to choose your team? And you don't. That is the answer. I am creating teams based on who signs up. We want to make sure that they're even. So like if you hop in a team with all your friends and all you and your friends are killer, Yaya doesn't want to be on your team. But all of you guys, like you always burn like a ton of calories. And then there's another team where there's a lot of people who usually burn like lower calories, and it's going to be uneven. So we want to make sure that the teams are even and everyone has an equal opportunity to win. Yeah. Cool. Fun.
Are coaches based on studio?
What if we don't have a wearable? How do you log your workout? So the cool thing about Magic Mountain is that if you put your the type of workout, how much time you spent during that workout and how vigorous it was. I think it has like very hard, vigorous, moderate as like choices. It will recommend a calorie count. So I would recommend using the calorie count that the app suggests. Answer your question? Cool, awesome. Hold on, we've got another one. Our coaches based on studio. So currently our captains are all Culver City coaches, but we are trying to lock in some coaches from Studio City as well as West Hollywood. So we're gonna try and mix the teams so that everyone can get to know everybody. Yeah, awesome. Okay, question.
What's the price on the Lionheart for the
For challenge, Charlie?
It was special for $99 for the Lionheart plus 3 body scans included.
3 body scans included? Okay. Okay.
All body scans.
You can also win one tonight. Yeah. Yeah. Sign up for that's in My Body, so you can make an appointment.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'll just sign you up there. A lot of times if we like a lot of the people in the mornings will just come in a few minutes because we aren't super busy, and we'll get them in and do a body scan if they forgot to sign up or things like that. But yeah, book it in My Body, just so that we are aware that you guys are coming in to do a scan.
I'm gonna make a recommendation too. It doesn't have to be the first thing in the morning, but what it needs to be is consistent every single time. So if you're gonna do your body scan always in the morning, then it needs to be in the morning, beginning, middle, end. If you're always going to come in for an evening workout, do your body scan before your workout and do it same time every time, okay? Just that's the most consistent thing that you can do for your body scans. A lot of people like to come in fasted. There's absolutely no problem with that. You will find that your body might have the lowest weight at that point. If people have asked this, if you're super competitive, you know, and you don't fast, you know, some people come in all bloated and have eaten sausage the night before, trying to put on some extra weight for that first scan. People have done that. Just saying.
Don't cheat, guys. That's not okay.
You should, it should be right, honest challenge with yourself. So, but getting them done at the beginning is, or it is going to be the most ideal in terms of giving you the best numbers probably for your day. But if you cannot physically do that, then just making it consistent is the most optimal.
So if you guys weren't able to hear Gabby, she basically, paraphrasing, is if you choose to do your body scans, make sure you do them at the same time each time you do them. So if you do it in the morning fasted, do all 3 in the morning fasted. Don't do one in the morning fasted, your second one in the middle of the day after you've had a big lunch. You want to keep them even throughout the challenge. Okay, we have another question here. Where do we get the body scans? That will be in studio. So your studio, do all 3 studios have them now?
We share one between Studio City.
Awesome, cool. So Studio City in West Hollywood, you guys will have one in studio, so you can book in and go get it done there. And then will a personal scale that has the same measurements be okay? So if you can't make it into the studio to do a body scan, you can weigh yourself at home. However, we do recommend doing the body scan machine because it is a lot more accurate than your at-home scale, as well as it's easier for us to look at the results after the challenge to determine a winner. Cool. All right, any other questions? No? Cool. All right, well, thanks, guys. Glad you guys were able to make it. The PowerPoint and recap of this entire session will go out in an email early next week. I'm just gonna wait a little while for more people to sign up for the challenge so you can get that email. And then, yeah, ask around. If you have questions, you can always email me as well. Cool. You're very welcome, guys. You're welcome.